Hello, this is your host Harry, and welcome to the Mullerthal Nature and Geopark. Located in the east of the small country of Luxembourg, Mullerthal Nature Park is filled with unique rock formations, pristine forests, and historical richness. Although you can travel the park with a car, the best way to see the natural beauty of the area is on foot. So tie up your boots and venture along the Mullerthal Trail, which is one of the few members of the leading quality trails Best of Europe. With over 180 kilometers of marked trails in the Mullerthal Trail system, the best and most popular is the 38-kilometer Mullerthal Trail Route 2. Best done in sections, this trail hits many of the natural highlights in the region. Start in the historic city of Echternach and work your way up the trail, leaving behind the views of the old abbey for a view of the Wolfsschlucht, an epic 40-meter deep sandstone gorge. Climb through the gorge and wonder at the magnitude of the place. Take in the views from above, the Schur River Valley on one side and jagged cliffs on the other. Continue along the walls of sandstone and admire how the pieces have fallen just so. As you travel the trail, you'll never be far from water. Cracks in the sandstone allow water to travel up to the surface at springs. Keep your eye out for waterfalls. Whether big or small, you are sure to see a few. Continue down the rocky trail, entering tight passageways between the blocks of stone. This sandstone was deposited on the ocean floor nearly 245 million years ago. After the seas disappeared, rivers cut and shaped the landscape. Look around and you'll see the forces of erosion in action. Humans have also left their mark on the stone. A visit to Hu Li reveals a cave different than most. The circular marks on the cave's walls have been made in order to extract millstones. These marks date back to the Middle Ages, but it is suspected to have been used as a millstone quarry since Roman times. The mills in this region have given rise to the name Mullerthal, which literally means land of the millers. Continue out of the valley and into the small village of Burdorf. In the town center, a locally produced cheese shop. But on the other side of town are some of the most spectacular cliffs in the region. Explore the maze of passages through these rocks, and you'll notice green everywhere you look. Mullerthal Nature Park has over 380 different types of mosses and a great variety of ferns. The presence of abundant water makes this region rich in coverage and variety. After many more narrow passages, you'll arrive at perhaps the most famous attraction of the region, the Schießendippel, a three-pronged waterfall with a fairy tale-like bridge perched above it. The bridge was built in 1879 and has lasted since then. Take your time here, have a picnic with some local cheese, and wash it down with a locally brewed beer. Before the bridge was built, this area was thought to be wild, avoided. It was referred to as the land of the wolves. Nowadays, a walk in these woods still feels special. Many of the valleys feel wild, the rocks awe-inspiring, and the forest fresh. While today the nature of the Mullerthal region seems to be under the influence of man, there is hope for the region's old master. Oh, and be sure to bring a flashlight. Castles. While Luxembourg is filled with castles, some of the better ones can be found in the Mullerthal Nature Park. Take a trip to La Rochette, a beautiful village in the heart of the park. Above the town lies the partially ruined La Rochette Castle. Dating from the 11th century, the castle has seen better days. A massive fire in the 16th century destroyed a large part of the castle, so much of the castle lies in ruin. However, work has been done to restore sections. In the warmer months, you can go inside and explore the castle. Otherwise, hike up the cliffs above the town and have a picnic with a view. A little ways down the trails is another, lesser-known castle, Meisenberg Castle. Built in a neo-Renaissance style in the 1880s, it is privately owned and off-limits to the public. But rumor has it that it may turn into a hotel one day soon. However, the Beaufort Castle in the north of the park also welcomes visitors into its walls during the warmer months. First built in the 11th century and renovated many times since, the Beaufort Castle today stands in a semi-ruined state. Walk around the ruins and imagine what life was like for those who called this home. Next door is a Renaissance castle built in the 17th century. Today, this castle is known for its homemade blackcurrant liqueur, Echternach. Take a trip to Echternach and immerse yourself in the oldest town in the entire country of Luxembourg. Discover over 1,000 years of history at the Echternach Abbey. Located in the center of town, this abbey was founded in 698 by Saint Willibrord. an English monk looking to convert the local population. Afterwards, take a stroll through the historic town center, passing medieval buildings and charming cafes. Follow the traces of the old city wall, which dates back to the 9th century. Originally built to defend the city from attacks, the rise of firearms meant that the wall no longer provided adequate protection, so people began to make homes in the towers along the wall. You can even rent this one out today. For an even deeper dive into history, head to the outskirts of town. A Roman villa, thought to be one of the richest north of the Alps, has been uncovered here. Visit the free museum and walk around the ancient palace. The villa is located on the shores of Lake Echternach, a great place for a quiet stroll. And in the summer, it's one of the best places in the country to cool off and go for a swim. Conclusion. Whether you are looking for stunning views, pristine hiking trails, or a historical trip through Luxembourg's past, the Mullerthal Nature Park has a little something for all. The enchanting cliffs and quiet forests of the region are the perfect place to get some calm. Be sure to check out the full written guide to the Mullerthal Nature Park at natureparkguide.com. And thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.